Alright guys, we just loaded in. Welcome back to day 4 of MLBB, 0 to Hero. And I guess we just start. So last time we leveled up to level 8, so we actually unlocked ranks. And now you guys can see that we're going to be bombarded by these ads now for all these new events. We still have our login bonus, thankfully. So we have this 1888 battle points, which is nice. And then we have these like hero trial things where we get double BP cards. We get an emote for free. We get to choose some more skins later on. And yeah. This is actually so good. Oh, and we get more emblem fragments. Okay, that's nice. And we get to choose an emote. So I might actually go for... Should we go for this one? The toxic emote? I don't know, we'll see. I might go for this one, high five. Because I like to do like thumbs ups as rewards and stuff for when teammates play good. So let's just quickly collect all these rewards. Alrighty. Some more starlight points and stuff. Should I actually do this one? Nah, 60 tickets is not worth that much. Yeah, I'm just gonna collect everything as normal, quickly draw these stuff, go to Starlight, quickly claim the reward, normal claim, go to shop, collect our daily little chest here. So let's see, we get Roger, okay, decent jungling marksman. What do we get from here? We get a little bit of a spawn effect. Alright, let's see what else we have. So emblems, we can upgrade our tank emblem once, and then yeah, we just got this little spawn effect here. But let's just upgrade our passive emblem one more time. So we have a level 40 physical emblem now. That's actually really good. And then I'm just going to collect our daily stuff and our little login chests here. And I think maybe if we go to preparation now. Oh no, it's not here yet. Basically, once you hit a certain level, there's going to be this like drawing thing for emblems. And that's going to be really good for leveling up emblems. You're going to need to use tickets for that one as well. So I would say first, obviously get the heroes for tickets. And then once you get the heroes, draw on that until you have maxed emblems for everything. And then once you do that, start drawing for heroes on the lucky spin. But today we're just going to cover, like I said, we're going to cover Badang. And we're going to cover Julian here. So those two are going to be our main candidates for today's video. And then let's see if we unlock a new hero after that. Because we'll see. Right now, like, those are the only heroes I really own. And we already have played, like, all of them at least once before. So maybe after this, I'll start, like, going into more micro and macro gameplay before we unlock more heroes. So, just, I guess this game, I want to kind of see what the enemies are playing first. Or my teammates. Okay. Alright. Alright. Actually, yeah, okay, so I'm a jungler. So I'm going to be playing Julian. And I would say go to... this build right here. I'm just gonna say choose the first build. So this guy's yes, no. Basically what you want is go for this build right here that you guys see. So just to give you a quick gist, always get this boots first. Basically this gives you extra magic penetration in the early game. Go for Genius one because this will make, you guys already know what it does. It reduces defense for extra hit. Feather of Heaven basically enhances your basic attacks. This is magic power percentage, penetration, and then Winter Truncheon is a skill that basically, if you press it, you turn into an ice block for 2 seconds, and you can't move, attack, or shoot, but the enemies also can't hit you. It's as if you're not there. So I'll just show you guys how it works if I can actually buy it in this game. Most likely chances are that we're actually going to end it before that happens, but Julian's also special because he doesn't actually have an ult per se. Like you guys can see, he has 3 skills, but you can actually upgrade this skill first. But I would say upgrade this skill, the dash, because it deals the most damage. You guys can see here, this one only deals 314, this one only deals 400, whereas this one deals 411. So this deals 11 more damage, right? Oh, I think I might have just missed them. But the thing that's cool about Julian is his skills basically work by casting combos. So I'll show you in a bit. But yeah, so the early game, you just want to go for blue buff typically. Sometimes red, but I highly recommend going for blue buff first. You're a fairly slow early game jungler. So obviously, like you guys can see here, I'm taking the blue buff in like 45 seconds, which is less than ideal. Upgrade your first skill next. And notice how every time I'm casting these skills, I'm getting this like little ring, right? And if I cast another skill, the ring recharges. So I'll show you why this is so special. So when Julian gets a third skill like this, it gets enhanced. So let me just show you how they're enhanced. So if I cast second skill, third skill, and first skill, notice how my first skill now is like the spinning dagger. So basically, Julian can enhance his skills like that, and his first skill will do the most damage. So I'm just going to cast it again. And notice how quickly he can clear things. So Julian is special because he can actually start attacking people once he gets level 3, unlike most people who need to be level 4. But the damage is actually so insane. And that's also why you want Genius 1 first, because each spin of that blade is going to give you more. So if I just want to show you another skill, so if I just cast any of the other skills so that the second skill is enhanced, the second skill makes you dash like this, and it makes you invincible, and it lets you close in on the enemy. So this is good because in the early game, you can dodge people and things, and you can just like slash in like that, and go in with the basic attacks. Because Julian's basic attacks in the late game hurt a lot. Like they do a ton of damage. But in generally speaking, you just want to make sure you cast your enhanced first skill. And then I'll show you guys what the enhanced third skill does in a second here. So I would upgrade maybe this skill next. It doesn't really matter what skill you upgrade because, yeah. So this is the enhanced third skill. It knocks them airborne and it just deals some damage. Ideally, it's only used to like stall enemies. So you want to do this to lock them in place and then use your first skill to just chip them down. So that's Julian. And yeah. And notice how another thing is every time you basically attack an enemy hero, you get extra lifesteal. So you get 15% extra hybrid lifesteal, meaning that you get lifesteal from both your spells and your basic attacks, and all forms of damage. So yeah, that's basically just his gimmick. Every time he hits a hero, he just gets extra like healing from everything he does. And notice how much damage I'm doing here. Like that first skill alone right now is doing 1,200 damage. So we just use Retry. Make sure you time it properly. I wasn't really paying attention to that just now. But if I just do this, and I missed just now. So notice how I'm not getting any lifesteal stacks. But I just got Genius 1, so watch how much damage we do now. So if I just lock him in place, that's how much damage you can do. And this only increases more and more and more as the time goes. But Julian is special in that sense because you can actually have a little bit of a different rotation than normal. But once you get Genius 1, your farming just increases by a ton. So I'm just going to quickly clear all these buffs. Cast Retribution for extra faster farming. Okay, this Vixana is probably going to die. I'm just going to dash in, precast my first skill, and I'm going to see if I can catch her. Yep, there we go. And I'm just going to see if I can kill this Xylong now. Okay, there we go. And notice how, like, if you don't enhance your skills, notice how they have, like, a reduced cooldown, which is pretty nice. And it also instantly refreshes them if you don't cast anything else. So like you can use it as a way to, I guess, farm faster. And like if you do end up casting your skill, you deal more damage. So you can farm faster like this and push the turret. So that's actually one of the key things I wanted to let you guys know. Pushing the turrets in this game is very important. I'm just gonna use Retribution to slow them down. And that's another thing. Like, do you guys see how my basic attacks right now are like sucking them in, like little by little? All right, let me just go help our teammate here. Oh, I think he's dead. Wait, let's knock him up. And notice how I'm dragging him in slightly every time I attack him. That's Julian's other gimmick. Once he has casted all of his skills, he'll slightly drag in the enemy each attack so that they can't escape, essentially. Which is really useful for people who can't really run away from him. But yeah. Luckily, the enemy team doesn't really have a jungler, so I'm just kind of like farming really easily right now. But notice how once we got Feather of Heaven, we just like one-shotting everything. Like, watch this. Like, this isn't even fair. Like, okay, he bought a tank item, which is why he's a bit tankier. But if I just like go on a squishy target again, like, here, wait, let's first take the turtle so that we farm faster. Let's do this, take it. Like, notice how we're doing like basically 3,000 damage to it in one go. Let's check the skill damage. Yup. 1,400 damage right now with just the first skill. We're gonna keep upgrading. Gonna come here, farm buffs again. Cast Retribution, quickly kill it. Let's rotate again. So basically, the gimmick is like, yeah, he's mostly a skill-based hero with a lot of damage potential as well. Oh. I just kind of want to ignore him and go for the turret right now. All right, let's get him. So yeah, notice how like my basic attacks like suck him in like that, so he couldn't really run. Yeah, just gonna keep my skills refreshed, and I can actually dive the turret like this. So the other thing is when you're using his enhanced second skill, he actually has a little bit more like dash range. You notice how this dash range is like a bit like tiny compared to when I cast my skills. Like the range is slightly larger, and you also become invincible. And another cool thing about Julian is it doesn't actually matter what order you cast things in. Like you guys have seen me using my dash and then my ult, but I can actually do this and then like throw my skill after. Oop, that was a miss. But notice how she can't run. Like it just sucks her in. But I can also like, if I'm being targeted by a turret like this, I can actually just ignore the turret shots by doing that. Which is an interesting method because that means you can turret dive and the enemies can't really defend. But the ult's good because you can lock them in place and then just proceed to one-shot them. So that's what Julian's specialty is. He's more of an early game hero than a late game, though his late game damage is also pretty impressive. So always max out his first skill first because that's his main source of damage. And then either upgrade his second skill or third skill. Just depending on the scenario, I just upgrade either. If the enemy team is so like crowd control heavy that I need to dodge often, I upgrade the second skill. But otherwise, I'll just upgrade the third skill like this because you can just lock them in place and do so much damage. And the second skill, typically I'll just use for mobility like this. Oh. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Since we finished the turret like before the 8-minute mark, basically showed that. So I'm just going to use Ice Retribution to speed up a bit. And then just basically one-tap her, which is pretty insane. I'm going to wait for the turtle to despawn because at 8 minutes, it actually spawns in a Lord. So you could kill the Lord. Or we could just end. Like right now we're so heavily farmed that we could probably just end. But assuming the Lord spawns in, I'll show you guys like what you can do. So instead of pushing, let me just go here right now. So 8 minutes, notice how the turtle despawned and a Lord spawned in instead. In the early game, if your team is really far ahead, take the Lord. Like just come in here, quickly take it because you're so far ahead that the enemy's not going to be able to like make a comeback by trying to steal it. Otherwise, they'll just die in the process. Make sure you step out of the way when the airborne attack happens. And then make sure you time your retro properly. Like I didn't do it properly there. But make sure you do it so that the enemy can't steal it. Because this Lord is going to be incredibly helpful for pushing turrets. But if I just push along, right, I'm going to stun him. Sidestep him. He's basically standing in my skill, which is why he's taking so much damage. Oh, he's just running away. Okay, but if I just like cast the skill here, yeah, the second skill alone deals a ton of damage too. And his skills, like, you don't really need blue buff with Julian. Like his skills just have so much cooldown that, well, so little cooldown, I guess, that you can literally just cast things however you want. And watch this. Like I can literally do this and kill him before he can even enter his own base. Like that's how much damage he packs. So let me just quickly end the game. Casting your third skill will actually make your damage go like insanely high. So I highly recommend doing that. But that was our first game, pretty quick. I just kind of wanted to give you a quick showcase of how to play Julian and a jungler before we just hop into the next game with Badang. Again, like we want to speedrun through these early phases because the enemies are all basically bots. They don't know what they're really doing. So I'm just going to try and speedrun past. So yet again, we got 230 points, so we got 2 stars instead of 1. And we got God Among Men, 20 kills, no deaths. So 13.8. Honestly, we probably could have done a little bit better, but I'm just trying to teach you guys right now. The games will become a lot more intense once we actually like get into the later phases of the game. But that was Julian. I think, wait, let's just quickly grab some rewards. We're level 10 now, okay. So let's just quickly grab these tasks. We get some rewards thanks to them. And, oh, we get to choose a hero. Let's see, who do I want to choose to showcase you guys? Alright, so a very fun hero to play is definitely Xavier or Leslie. Uranus is really tanky, but he's not like super hard carry. Florin can carry, but again, she's a support. So these two I wouldn't recommend right now because you're in a lower rank and your teammates don't know what they're doing. Higher rank, Florin would definitely be the best choice from all of these guys. So I'm actually going to choose Xavier. And notice, by the way, that you should not choose Alucard here under any circumstance because you can buy Alucard with tickets. You do not want to buy Alucard for free because Xavier, Uranus, Leslie, and Florin all cost 32,000 gold, whereas Alucard just costs tickets. So I'm just going to choose Xavier here, and he's a mage. And I'll show you guys some very fun things because Xavier is one of the best mages in the game, and you'll see why. Like, he's very fun to play. He has a very low skill floor, but an incredibly high skill ceiling. and you can only go up in skill with him. I've seen players use just him to reach Mythic Glory before, and some of them like literally have 80% win rates, which is insane. So definitely a hero that we want to go for. We got these participation points, so we got a victory BP card and some emblems, and some more quests. So we got tickets. We unlocked Xavier and these mastery codes, so you can actually skip the animation by pressing the back button and going in. So cast 10 enhanced skills, that's pretty easy. You just need to cast 3 skills in a row. And then like the next task would be like knock enemies up with a single enhanced chain, which is the 3rd skill. There's no real ult, if you know what I mean. But just quickly, oh yeah, purchase bonus. We're not going to purchase anything, so unfortunately we can't get that. Same here, same here. Let's check our mail. Okay. You can follow for rewards. I'm just going to skip through. And preparation here. Oh, we unlocked it. Okay, so you unlock this at level 10 then. But this is what I was talking about with the emblem spins. You can actually, so obviously do the free spin. And I'm just going to make sure we skip the animation next time. But this is really good. Oh, there's a train in the background, sorry. But this is really good because like if I just show you with like 1 ticket draw, you get like a ton of emblems for this. So I would recommend spending all your tickets using the ×5 draw whenever you can. Once this emblem, obviously, like once you get all these like heroes that cost tickets. But for now, let's just hop into another game with Badang. We got Xavier, so definitely he'll be up next video. He's an incredibly fun hero to play. Oh, it's one of my favorite mages. In fact, I actually use him the most on my main account whenever I'm playing a mage. So if that doesn't say anything, then I don't know what does. But that, okay, what else do we have for achievements? Oh, 4-second light. Oh yeah. So if you guys want to go for this one, that's Yin, that's Melissa, and then we have Julian, and then we have Xavier. But you guys can get like these little rewards from getting like completion albums. So there's a ton of like skin albums and everything, but 4-second light is one of the ones where you can just get heroes, and you can get this little avatar border. So I guess we'll go for Melissa and Yin then when we buy heroes. But yeah, so just quickly upgrading some stuff, getting some effects. Ooh, we have our first recall, but you know, we'll just go. We have a new season, so this is a Baxia skin, so you can get it for free just by playing. And all right, let's just skip through this. Skip through this cutscene. Hello, Layla. Yep, so this is season 30 Xavier, and the theme is around Nolan, who is Layla's dad. And obviously we have this Baxia skin that you can get for free just by like playing 20 battles. And yeah, but I think, what does it say? Actually, it doesn't say anything. Okay, I guess we just have to go and just play. Ranked rewards. So we passed Warrior. We're past Elite now. Okay, this is good. If you get MVP, you basically get an extra star. So next battle, I guess we're getting 3 stars. And then we're going to hit to Master, Grandmaster, Epic, Legend, and then Mythic is our goal. And this is the road to Mythic once you're there. And this is our ultimate goal. Getting to 100 wins while we actually hit Mythic. So right now on my main account, I'm over here, Mythic Honor. And I'm at 30 stars is my highest right now, but currently I'm at 11 or 12 stars, I think. Like, and it's only like, what, 13 days into the season, which is pretty good. But yeah, right now we have 100% win rate. I don't know how long that's going to go for, but let's just hop in, play Badang next. And yeah, like I said, you typically want to go Flicker with him, but we don't have Flicker, unfortunately. So I'll probably just be playing like Inspire or something like that. But yeah, definitely like, you also have these things called Mythic skins, where if you win 10 battles once you hit Mythic, you get like 10 coins. And if you get like 40 coins in total, so that's like, you have to hit Mythic for an entire 4 seasons, which is a year, you'll get the Mythic skin. And I think this year it's Faramis, but I actually don't know because I still need to get more coins. But we're picking Badang here. My recommended build setup would be probably this pro player Evos Seikots. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but you could either do that or I guess first person's build. Actually, first person's build or... Nah, I'm actually going to go for the second place build right here. So let's choose that. But of course, we don't want our emblems to be anything else. So we're just going to go with the basic common emblem. And then for skills, we're going to choose this Wilderness Blessing. We're going to go with attack speed because Badang needs attack speed. And then we're going to go with Quantum Charge for speed boost every time you perform a basic attack. For a battle spell, I wish we had Flicker here, but we don't have it. So we're just going to go with Inspire. And yeah. So Badang is an entirely skill-based hero. So what that means is you're going to be casting your skill combos instead of your basic attacks mostly to deal damage. And he's fairly weak in the early game and incredibly strong in the late game. He's one of those heroes where you can actually go a game with getting 0 kills and 0 assists and 10 deaths. So basically you're like completely feeding the enemy in terms of farm. But he's one of those heroes where one single good set using his skills can turn the tide of a battle from winning to losing. Oh, from losing to winning, sorry. So like he's an insane hero. There's another hero like that called Atlas, who's a tank. But Badang is one of those heroes who can be like, he can literally wipe an entire group of enemies in the span of 2 seconds. Like that is how powerful this guy is. But of course he's weak in early game and he needs some farm to do that. And I'll show you guys why. So his gimmick is basically attack speed in a sense. So his first skill is what you want to prioritize here. And I'm actually going to go for Demon Hunter Sword because this is his first core item. He deals almost no damage unless he gets Demon Hunter Sword. So prioritize this as fast as you can and just upgrade it. His first skill will basically create a knockback fist. It's like if I just show you, this is what it looks like. And if it collides with a wall, it'll explode and deal extra damage. And it'll also like stun them. So if you guys notice here, these are his passive stacks. So every 4 hits, he'll actually get this little effect where he'll dash to the next target and knock him back. But every time he collides with a wall for something, he'll actually like cast a knockback skill and stun them. So yeah, like you guys can see here, like my damage is like virtually non-existent right now. So you want to just like farm as fast as you can. And his skill cast will actually activate his passive as well. And the reason why you want to get Demon Hunter Sword is because it deals damage proportionate to their health, like the health that they have at the moment. Dealing more health, the more health they have, obviously. And the thing is, like, you want this to basically synchronize with his ult, because basically every single one of Badang's skills casts an attack effect. So like even this first skill will count as a basic attack, essentially. It's not skill damage. So I'm just gonna dash out. So this is his second skill. It's a little dash. And this is where his gimmick comes in. So remember how I told you he stuns every time he knocks something into a wall? Well, that's why his second skill is really handy, because if I just show you once this Sylvana comes out of the turret. Actually, I'm just gonna let our Xylong like bait them a bit. But if I cast my second skill, it spawns a wall. And I can like use the wall to stun them essentially. So I think I might actually die here. But I'm just gonna heal up a bit. I'm gonna see if I can bait the Xylong in. Nope, never mind, he didn't get baited. But I'm just gonna use Inspire here. Oh no, I think I'm dead. Yeah, no. So this is what I mean, by the way, by Badang is incredibly weak in the early game. Oh, Xylong still died. He needs this first item to actually start doing work, because otherwise he's really, really weak. And I just realized that like literally no one is like going in the proper lane, so I'm just gonna go mid lane here to get more farm. Because in case you guys don't know, for every like non-roaming hero who like buys, like who is with you in a lane, they actually steal like a certain percentage of their farm. So for instance, like that Xylong just now has been stealing 30% of my farm. Well, not 30%, 50% of my farm, which is really, really sad. So I'm just gonna push this gold turret to get some more farm. I'm gonna back up now. But yeah. So the cool thing about Badang is his ult is basically a flurry of punches. I'll show you in a bit. But it deals attack effects as well. Each one of the like fists that it fires. So that is where most of your damage comes in, because your combo would typically be the second skill, first skill, and third skill, or just second skill and then third skill right away. And the reason why that's cool is because he can dish out a ton of damage. And he's immune to crowd control while he has this little shield from the second skill up while he's casting his ult, which is really, really neat. So you can use your... Actually, not anymore. They basically changed Badang a bit. But, yeah. I'm just gonna farm a little bit here. Oh, we finally got it? Okay, I'm gonna buy boots now. But this is his combo. Actually, I'm not gonna cast it on this guy because this guy can just dash out. But this is not ideal, actually. Wait, give me a second. Yeah, so like, I guess that was a bit hard to explain, but basically his gimmick is like, that ult, as you guys just saw, casts an attack effect. So what I just did was, when I pressed Inspire, it actually activated the Inspire and like within a second because each one of those fists that you guys saw triggers an attack effect. So each one of those casted the Inspire attack speed effect. And the reason why that's really good is because that means that you can basically spam this. So you can spam away 8% of their current HP, like within like a constant tick. So you can like chip away like basically all of their health in the span of like 2 seconds. So if I just do this, oh wait, it's just sidestepped it. But you can cast it along a wall like this. And do you guys see how much damage that does? It basically just bursts them down instantly. Which is why this guy is so strong. And you can't even cancel it because when he's having the shield from his second skill, his ult can't be cancelled, which is really strong. But the reason what this next item is called Golden Staff. Basically, it adds 2 extra attack effects every 3rd hit, which is incredibly powerful, right? And this is, by the way, why Flicker would be ideal. But that's the combo you want to use. So second skill, first skill, and then third skill. But sometimes you don't have time to cast your first skill, so you just immediately ult. Yeah, I don't know why Mia's leaving our roamer here alone. You just do whatever. That's definitely unfortunate. But, oh my god, we're taking quite a lot of damage right now. Alright, I'm just gonna cast Inspire. Nope, still didn't work. So I guess we're fighting a real person now because this Sylvana is doing really good. But she's still gonna get completely outclassed once I get this second item. Badang's damage like hits a complete power spike once he gets Demon Hunter Sword and Golden Staff. And I'll show you what I mean because these 2 items together will make it so you can basically permanently lock someone against the wall if you just spam basic attacks. Because remember, every time he casts his 4 attacks, he knocks them back into a wall, and if it knocks them back into a wall, they get stunned, right? So he's incredibly strong in that sense. So obviously this is a hero that requires a lot of farming in the early game, kind of like Xylong. But he's incredibly weak in the early game. So just make sure you take note of that when you're farming. And like, I'm just like basic attacking him to death. I don't even need an ult because I think this Moskov is a bit of a bot. I'm gonna save my ult for Sylvana because I feel like she's my main threat. And I just got Golden Staff, so watch what happens. So notice how I have 2 stacks here? That basic attack that I just casted 2 basic attacks, not just 1. And that's basically the gimmick. So you guys can see here, 1, 2, boom. 1, 2, boom. And notice how instead of having to attack 5 times to cast my passive now, I can cast it once every 3 hits because of that. So I'm just gonna do this, and I cast my ult, and I can just basically kill everyone. Like that is his power spike. Boom, boom, boom. And the best part is you can actually do it in between skill casts too, which is insane. So yeah, I'm just gonna, oh my god, our Guzhin's kind of dying. But yeah, okay, once I get some, okay wait, let's see if he can dashes. Yep, made a mistake. Okay, the Sylvana is going a bit crazy on me. So I'm just gonna cast my ult. So yeah, this is why Badang is kind of insane. Did you guys see that? You can basically completely outplay the enemy by using 1 really well-timed ult. So that is why this character is so strong. Who's the other guy? Vale? I guess he's not playing right now or something. I'm just gonna go in and attack this turret a bit. I think the turret's gonna, yep, they're gonna remove our minion's HP because it's before 8 minutes. And I'm just gonna quickly push. And we just got Malefic Roar, so this is basically like the physical damage equivalent of that item that I said that ignores percentage of defense. So this is why Flicker, by the way, would have been really helpful because it would have allowed for us to be able to, okay, it would have allowed us to like basically flicker them in. So while I'm casting the second skill, I'll just blink into them and surprise them basically. So I'm just gonna quickly get some more farm. Okay, I see that enemy Xylong is here. So I'm just gonna, oh, never mind, I screwed up. Oh, I definitely screwed up. Please. Alright, nice. This is what I mean by stun locking works, by the way. Bro. 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 He just, like, he literally canceled my wall. That's so sad. And yeah, by the way, his ult deals more damage when it actually hits a wall because notice how, like, remember how I told you it collides with a wall and it creates this little explosion? Well, his ult does that too. So his ult deals like half the amount of damage as normal if you don't like have it against a wall. So this Sylvana is obviously playing like an actual player. So I'm actually gonna... Here, wait, let's see if I can get him. Okay. Okay. Inspire. Alright. This should be a wrap. I'm just gonna come in, cast a wall, kill him. Kill him. Alright. Okay, she just stole my kill there. But I'm actually gonna try and end the game as fast as I can now because these players are actually playing kind of smart. So the best part is Badang pushes incredibly fast too, as you guys can see here. So notice how I'm just like turret locking, boom, easy. So his damage spikes a lot in the late game, as you guys just saw. Like he literally burst them down in one skill cast. The only downside is he's relatively weak in early game, so you have to be really, really careful when you're fighting against a strong early game fighter. So that's basically the gist of it. But we just got MVP, so I'm assuming we're gonna get two extra stars on top of our win. Never. All right, we almost got 4 stars just now. But we just got 3 stars. That's really good. And yeah. So we just got another Maniac. It's that easy. And we did pretty good. Unfortunately, we died twice, but their Sylvana was actually like playing really well. So props to her. I'm just gonna thumbs her up. But yeah. So we might actually need to start playing heroes that are actually good now if we want to consistently win in solo queue. But yeah, that was basically the gist of it. And we're just gonna collect some rewards now. So, alright. We're close to the emote, thankfully. But it's grabbing some more event rewards. Ooh, complete 3 matches. Alright, let's see what we get now. Alright. Do we get a skin? No, we do not. We just get 100 Magic Dust or 100 Fire Emblem. I'm gonna go for 100 Magic Dust because Magic Dust is basically the same thing as 1 Emblem Fragment. So Magic Dust is always better since you can just use it on anything. But let's see what skins there are. So you're probably not going to get these 2 epic skins, unfortunately. Most likely you're not even going to get an elite skin. It's probably going to be a basic skin. We can get full-on heroes from this. That would be so good. If we can just get a full-on hero from this, we would be basically like saving 3 weeks worth of grinding for like coins in one go. And these things, by the way, this like hero fragment is also incredibly useful. Because if you guys come here and click the fragment portion and you click on hero shop, you can buy heroes for hero fragments. Like this is like a great place to get extra stuff. And the best part of it is both Yin, who's incredibly fun to play, by the way, and Melissa, who's also incredibly fun to play. Fighter and marksman, by the way, typically a jungler and just gold laner. They're both fun to play, and they're partners of Julian and Xavier. So that's gonna be cool. And we don't actually have an extra hero after Xavier. So I'm actually gonna go buy someone with tickets right now. I'm gonna go to the shop and we click on, let's see, heroes. And we're gonna look for, we can sort from here. So we can see buy tickets. And we can see that, oh, okay, so Alucard's obviously here for 399 tickets. And we have Rafaela, we have Saber, unfortunately, who costs not tickets. But I guess we'll start with, here, wait, let's see. We'll start with Clint, because he's another marksman who's really fun to play. So 399 tickets, and we got Clint. So he's a pretty fun marksman to play. And like I said, he's one of the best in the Mythic right now, if you can play him well. So there we go. And for this, we just get some more basically free collection tokens because we technically bought something in the shop. And then we can just choose rewards that you get. So I'm just gonna go for these. Honestly, yeah, Gujin skin is nice. Unfortunately, I don't think we're gonna get it. Atlas skin is nice. Franco, because I love Franco. And then obviously, this is Vixana's new collector skin. But yeah, if you guys want to go for it, you can. But yeah, that's basically all for this video. We can actually upgrade our emblem 2 more times. So we're at level 42 emblem already, which is insane. Normally it would have taken me like at least a month to max out just 1 emblem, but we're already like, what, 4 days into the episode? Like 4 days into this new account, and we're already at 2/3 of the way there to level 60, which is pretty insane. So I guess Moonton definitely buffed the progression rate for emblems, which is really nice. But yeah, that's all for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next one. Yeah, see ya!